Hey everybody, it's Nanny K with Eric Hill's Papercraft Studio. Today we'll be finishing the Junk Journal rescue of the Challenge Journal for the Junk Journal July 2024. What we did last time in part 1 was we took out the spine. I'm trying to show you the spine. We took out the spine, we cut it out, we put in a new spine. Here's the new spine, which is an inch bigger than the original spine, which means it's an inch and a half. It's all dried in. We waited for the glue to dry, and now we have a cover that we can put new signatures in. We started out with one signature. We'll be taking that one signature and turning it into two signatures because it is so fat. We need two signatures to even it out. I wanted to add some journaling pages as well. So here we go. I pre-prepared several things so you wouldn't have to sit through the process. Now that we have our journal covered that is dried, the glue is fully dried on the ends, inside and out. We can put that aside for a second. We want to take this journal, pull the stitch out of the spine, the original spine, add some pages. We're going to separate this out, add some pages, and I went ahead and pre-prepared the pages. I was doing stenciling, stamping. This is one of our paper rentables that you can print out. It's a digital file that we have on sale on Etsy and on our website at crafttoys.com. But I pre-prepared these pages to be used. There are 10 pages here. We started out with 10 pages to accommodate a month of pages available. There's 10 sheets, which means we're going to be adding 10 sheets or 40 actual book pages to the journal. And this is going to be adding writability to the journal. Originally, it was put together just to be an instructional reference book to look at for technique. We'll be adding the ability to journal in the book as well. I pre-prepared where to punch the holes to stitch the signatures in the spine. So what we'll be doing is using this. I'll get some tape to secure this down so it won't move around on us. We can take our awl and punch the holes in so that we can stitch our signatures in once I get the pages put together. So what we need to do is cut this string. And keep in mind, if you're doing something like this and you've done a double page like this for labels, for the prompt labels, is a double page. And it's the one where we put a paper doll in. You can take her out to move her around, but I'll show you all that later. And her hat page needs to stay next to her page. So that is something that we can't change when we add some pages to them. We're going to have to make sure that these two pages stay together in this signature. So these will be in one signature and not separated. So these will be pulled out together. Another situation we have in the signature is this is an insert. It's not one of the pages themselves. So that's going to anchor this page and this page together because the insert is taped to both of these pages. So all of this is going to have to come out together. That already is 1, 2, 3, 4. And we only need one more sheet to add 5 more sheets to make the first signature. So basically, this is already determined that this is going to be the first signature with 5 sheets added. So what we can do is take these 2 sheets and these 2 sheets, because they have to stay together. Well, let's see, it's going to be these 2 sheets because this is anchored together with that. That's not anchored, but it's the back side of this one, so we have to have that one, have to have that one, have to have this one, have to have this one. There's only one other sheet that's in front of it, so we'll just take the first section here, these first 5 sheets, and we'll take the first 5 sheets and to make those the first signature. That leaves us the next 5 pages and make this into the signature. So it works out fine. Where we're going to come into trouble is this center right here, which of course is decorated as the center of the signature. We'll have to make sure to make this the center of either the first or second signature, because these 2 pages have to stay together. And those are the only pages that require that additional attention. Let's just be brave and go ahead and cut them apart. So here's our signature as it is now. While we work on this one, because we need to pull the string out of this signature. Let's use this. I don't want to poke it with the scissors. This should be better. Okay, that's our old signature string. We need this to stay together as the top center page of the signature. So when we add pages, I also wanted to see if this was a regular page. That's pretty much a regular page. It's not cardstock, because I used both cardstock and regular pages in the pages for the new selection of papers. So I can easily come through with the first piece of cardstock that I have available, which will be this piece, and put it behind the first one. Like so. I used on this fold for the prompt ephemera. What I did was I folded down the page in front of this page and made the two top tuck and bottom tuck. So that did use two pieces of paper, this piece of paper and this piece of paper. So those two will have to stay together. There we go. So in that instance, we'll open that up and put the new paper, that's new paper here, put these in, and we'll follow up with a plain piece of paper. Well, I say plain, not cardstock. A non-cardstock piece of paper, not like so. Then we'll add another original sheet of paper. Why is that holding together? Simply because it was accidentally glued together. Separate that. And here is our other set of original pages. And this would be currently acting as the centerpiece, only because these are sandwiched. This is an insert, and it pulls these two pages together, pulls those together, so these two have to stay together as well. And I believe we'll leave that as the centerpiece. Basically will be this insert, will be the centerpiece, actually, because it is extra between the even number of papers that are beneath it. So that's how we'll leave that. This will be our centerpiece. All right, that's signature number 1 and signature number 2. And this is how that's much better. There's less tension from the center to the back. That's much better as far as tension is concerned. I can feel it just by holding it. And to sit them, the gaiter will be much nicer because the book will sit. When the book was only had the 1/2-inch spine, it was very bowed in this area, and the gaiter was just about to flop open all by itself. So after we get this sewn in and pressed down, it will pretty much lay a lot closer to flat. There will be a slight gaiter, of course, but this is going to lay a lot flatter than it did previously. So we'll start prepping the pages to insert the holes where we need to sew them into it and get our holes punctured where they need to be punctured with our awl here. Now we're going to work on the holes that will hold the signatures in place in the new spine. Generally, when you sew in a signature, you'll need 3 lengths of your journal for the spine to sew the signature in. So you want to go through the middle first. And make sure that everything is very snug. Don't tighten it too tight so where you tear your papers. Check the outside to make sure it's taut. Snug it up real good. You need your one string on one side, your middle anchor string, and your right tie-off string. Pull your needle out and tie a knot in the middle. Now, you can leave these long and put beads on to dangle out of the bottom of your journal, or you can cut them off short, however you want to do. Now that's one signature in. You get it acclimated to its new home. It's nice and snug, not overly tight. We'll need to weight it down to help help it learn how to be flatter. It'll never be flat. And now we have the original first signature to go in. I'm gonna put some additional clips to hold it more steady with sewing into the first set of signature holes. It just makes it easier to control handling your signatures. I'm going to move this one down. I'll do a better job here. I'll put a clip up here. All right. Go ahead and take these out. That'll be there. That one will be there. As soon as I pull all the clips off, we'll be able to look at our newly sewn in signatures in the challenge junk journal. We'll have to weight it down so that we can train the papers to be in the book and lay more flat. They've been puffed out with new pages to journal on. The gator is so much nicer, so much better than before. And with some training to the book, it does close at a comfortable level. If you had a closure, a wrap, or some type of closure that you fashion for the book itself, it has room to close, but also showcase the beautiful work that was done in the original junk journal. And now I just need to go back through and put in the few bits and pieces that came out. My coffee cup goes on the very first prompt, the very first page, which was for the spark. That's right. And I had, since it was on the very outside, I had to move the spark tag out of its tuck, and the French cafe that I had tucked on the lace, and my coffee cup, which we do sell these coffee cups. It's making junk journals like it's $18.99. My favorite coffee cup. We sell those on crafttoys.com with 2 T's. crafttoys.com. You can get your very own junk journaling coffee cup as well. But that one tuck and this, I believe I had saved this to put on the page I hadn't finished yet, which was Shine. I only have 2 more pages to go, and then it's flip through time. Won't that be exciting? I think so. This has been a really fun journal, and we got to discover some new techniques. It's been very insightful, and I think Shine moved to the front signature. That's the funny thing about, when you have to split up signatures and move the pages around. Yeah, it did. Shine graduated from the back of the book to toward the middle of the book. So I'll be finishing Shine, this page right here. And the other page I need to finish is Celebrate. There's lots of journaling pages though, and that was one of the other points of deconstructing the spine, is putting in places to write in the journal itself. So this is going to be a very journalable journal now. Journalable. You can write in it, okay? Yeah, you can write in it, and there's plenty of places to write now. Well, that's it. Be sure to like and subscribe.